name is Ade, and today I continue to share more on the tips on how to learn a foreign language successfully. If this is the first time you're coming to my channel, I would like to let you know that there are previous videos where I had started talking about tips on how you can learn a foreign language successfully. And today we're going to be talking about the fourth tip on how you can learn a language. The first one, we talked about you setting clear goals. The second one, we talked about choosing the right language. And the third one, we talked about finding reliable resources. And so today, I will be talking about creating a learning plan. Creating a learning plan. A lot of people, when they want to learn a language, they do not create a learning plan. And a very good example that comes to mind is particularly for people who want to write TEF exams. Like I said in my previous videos, I will be using the example of the French language because that is what I teach. And I'm a French language tutor, that is what I do. And that's why in most of my examples, I would use the French language. A lot of people have come to me, they say, oh, I want to write TEF. For those of you who do not know what TEF is Test d'Évaluation Française. It's a French exam used especially for people who want to immigrate into France or Canada, or to study abroad, study in a French university. So it's a test of your proficiency level in that language. I see people who come to me, never spoken a word of French before, never attended any French class before, and they say, I want to write TEF and I want to get a B2 level. And I'm like, okay, that's possible, but how long do you have? And they tell me I want to do it in 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, and I laugh because that is unrealistic. Learning a language requires certain time commitment. It means that you must have learned for over a period of time, or you must have exposed yourself to the language for a number of hours. So that means for you to learn successfully, you must begin to think about a study plan. What level of proficiency would I like to have for this language? And talking about level of proficiency, there are 6 levels according to the European language level of proficiency. So we have the A1, we have the A2, we have the B1, we have the B2, C1 and C2. A is for beginners, B for intermediate, and C for advanced learners. I am not going to go into the details of this proficiency level today because that is not why we're here. So I'm coming back to what I was sharing about creating a study plan. The question you need to ask yourself is, what level of proficiency am I aiming at? If you just want to be a beginner, just to learn the language to get by, then it's fine. That means you're aiming at an A level. If you want to be an intermediate learner, to be able to read books, to be able to talk, to be able to converse, then you're looking at intermediate level. But if you want to speak like a native, then you're looking at C level, which is the advanced level. And that would help you create a study plan. So if you want to learn up to the advanced level, which is C, that means you know that you are looking at consecrating or planning over a period of a year on the minimum, because language is dynamic. How do I know? Whatever your first language is, how long did it take you to learn that language? I'm Nigerian and I speak Yoruba, which is my mother tongue. I still make mistakes in that language. Even English language that I'm currently speaking right now, I know I still make mistakes in it. And I'm considered to be an advanced speaker. So you can imagine if you now have to learn a foreign language at your age and you're wondering what level or how long would it take me to learn. This is where you need to have a study plan. If you're aiming at advanced level, then begin to think about giving it 1 year, 2 years minimum to be able to get to that level. If you just want to be a beginner, then you can say 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, just to be a beginner. If you want intermediate, you're looking at a minimum of 6 months. It takes time and you need to create a plan for it. Having talked about the level of proficiency you would like to have and the number of time or hours or years or months you want to dedicate to it, then you need to do something about the language daily. Even in coaching, because I also coach, we say that success is in your daily habits. So if you want to learn a language successfully, you need to touch base with the language on a daily basis. What are you going to be doing to touch base with the language on a daily basis? If you're thinking of resources that could help you to touch base with the language on a daily basis, look at the previous video, which is tip 3, which talks about finding reliable resources to learn a language. Touch base with the language on a daily basis. How many minutes would you be dedicating to it? Would you want to do 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour? And that is how you can ensure that you're learning the language successfully. A lot of people say, I want to learn the language, and they want to learn the language. They only touch base with the language once a day, and they wonder why they are struggling to learn the language. Having said that, you do not have to go to class every day to learn the language if you've decided to get a teacher. However, you must touch base with the language on a daily basis. What do I mean by that? For instance, if I decide to enroll for an online class with a teacher to learn the language, I could say I would meet with the teacher 2 or 3 times a week, and then personally, I would have to touch base with the language on a daily basis. And you need to plan for it, because when you plan for it, you're most likely going to do it. So you could do 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, do whatever works for you. And then you can now add that to whatever you're getting from your teacher. I would recommend you do 30 minutes on the minimum on a daily basis. If you can do 1 hour, that's great. Remember the law of the 10 hours, 100 hours, that if you do something, it's the law of the 10,000 hours. If you do something for 10,000 hours, you would be an expert in that thing. So how badly do you want to speak this language? That would determine what you need to do. So remember, to learn a language successfully, first, set clear goals. Secondly, choose the right language. Thirdly, find reliable resources. And today I'm saying, create a study plan. If you've enjoyed this video, kindly leave a comment, click the like button. Remember to subscribe to this channel as well, and also share with your friends and families that this will be helpful for. Thank you for joining today. See you next time. Ciao.